welcome back to my channel. As you can see, my face looks a little bit different in this video, and that is because I actually got a face full of filler about a month ago now. And I mean, this is not my first time getting filler by any way, but if you've been following me for a while now, you know that I actually decided to dissolve all the filler that I had in my face just because I was starting to look a little bit puffy, overdone, and fake, and that's not necessarily the look that I want to go for anymore. So I decided to remove it all, start clean with a doctor that actually I aligned myself a lot more, and I'm sure is gonna give me better results. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to vlog this journey for you guys in case there's anyone out there who maybe is thinking of getting filler, and just making this video as informative as I can, packing it full with tips and tricks for first time beginners with fillers and things I wish I knew. So yeah, without further ado, let's keep this intro short and let's get into the video. So after a lot of research, I actually found an amazing cosmetic physician here in London at the lovely clinic, and she's called Dr. Sarah Tonks. She's amazing.
Hi guys, my name is Dr. Sarah Tonks. I'm here today with Matt. So I'm just getting ready to do the filler now. So we're going to be using Radiesse along the jawline, and then we're going to be using Voluma in the temple and on the front part of the cheek, the chin, and maybe the piriform fossa.
Okay, so as you can see, Sarah here is analyzing and assessing my face. She's basically marking areas on my face that are lacking. Like, for example, the cheekbones, you can see I have some lines there. She's also marking the nasolabial folds, the piriform fossa, the chin, the jawline, the temples. Okay, you guys, so this is actually not my first time getting fillers, so I'm completely used to the procedure by now. But if you're a newbie, do not worry. It is actually not painful. I know that it looks scary, but it actually is less painful than a flu shot. I swear to God. The most painful one is the lips, but the rest of the face, not even feel it. Now, the main thing you need to know about filler is that they are not all the same. There's many different brands of fillers, many different viscosities and densities, and of course, the brand that you will use and the thickness that you will use will actually affect the results you will get. The most popular brands are Juvederm and Restylane, and the fillers that Sarah is using for me specifically is Voluma by Juvederm, which is actually very thick, so it's great to give a lot of volume and projection, especially on the cheeks, the chin, and jawline. It wasn't that painful. Do you usually put numbing on patients? Okay. At all? Like nowhere?
Lips.
Okay, that's it? Okay.
Lips.
Yeah.
But for the rest...
Oh wow, I feel pressure now talking.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's weird.
It might feel a little bit sore for maybe the next week because you've got a big chewing muscle here that opens and closes your mouth.
Temporalis.
Fuck, man.
So as you can see there, we just filled the temples because volume loss in the temples is very common for a lot of people. And if you fill that area, it's actually going to lift the brows, lift the eyes, and the overall face, giving a very youthful appearance. And this is especially very common for more mature people. But really, even younger people like me, we have volume loss in the temples. So a lot of people actually need this. Do you want to explain to us why you're using Voluma?
Yeah, well, it's because you've got a decent amount of fat here and we need to get some good projection. So I wanted to use a hyaluronic acid just because of the area, in case we need to dissolve it. We're hoping to not have to do that.
No. How long does it usually last?
You probably get about a year, 18 months from it. I know that there are some folk out there talking about, it lasts a lot longer than we think.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah, and it does, but I mean like clinical results. I'm not talking about histological results.
We're moving to the cheeks now, as you can see, and the key to getting natural results here, which is definitely what I want, is first of all to use a filler that is actually thicker or more dense in viscosity, because this is going to mimic the appearance of bone. And whereas if you use a more thinner filler, it would actually mimic the appearance of puffiness and blown up face, which is definitely not what you want. Another important thing is placement. You want to place it deep, almost close to the bone and under the muscle. Again, to make it bone and not actually fat or puffiness.
So I'm using Bellatero, just because I want to have a bit more flexibility here. This is Bellatero volume.
To make it look more natural?
I know that's a top priority for you, Matt.
Honestly.
Top priority.
It's top of my list. Okay, so I know that it looks like I'm in a lot of pain here, guys, but trust me, it actually isn't that painful. Like, the lips is the most painful part, but honestly, the cheeks or everything else isn't. Like, a flu shot hurts more, I swear. Are you going under the muscle for this one?
No.
Oh, superficial.
You'll get more definition.
Okay. Will it last as long? Okay.
So I'm doing it like this, just because you're going to get a bit more definition. If you wanted to go wider here, then maybe I'd go deep.
Do you think I don't need to go wider?
Not in one go.
Okay.
You know me. Do a bit and then see.
Okay, Sarah actually brought up a really important point here, guys, and that is not all in one go. I actually made this mistake myself earlier in my filler journey, and as you can see, that led me to a really puffy face, and that is because your skin will get stretched out too much, and then will just look unnatural. So you really need to build it up over the months, slowly and surely.
To a degree.
To a degree. It's more yours than mine right now. I signed it off. The filler that we used right here is actually one of my favorites. It's called Ready S and it's calcium based. So that means that it's not going to be dissolvable, unfortunately, unlike hyaluronic acid. But if done correctly, it's beautiful because it can really mimic the appearance of bone. That means that it's perfect for jawline and cheekbones and chin. And it's not going to look puffy as hyaluronic acid does sometimes. Okay, so now we're actually moving on to the Botox, classical places where everyone gets it really. I don't feel like there's much to say about Botox because everyone knows what it does really. But yeah, I just like to get it as a preventative measure, even though I'm very young. It's to basically not any of the dynamic wrinkles have the chance to even set in my skin. So it's to prevent any wrinkles from coming in the future. But yeah, there's actually some interesting things about Botox. For example, you can use it to raise your brows. That's the Botox brow lift. So if they're maybe droopy on the tail, you can put Botox right here in the orbicularis to basically lift it. Or also you can use it, for example, in the chin to prevent like an orange peel look to the chin where it's the mentalis is too strong. It's very interesting and Sarah can do all that for you and she will spot it out. So this is what my face looked like right after the treatment. Honestly, there wasn't much swelling at all to show you. It was nothing too dramatic at all, unlike with the Fred lift. So it was just a very smooth recovery. Not even painful at all. So yeah.
You guys, okay, are you ready for the grand reveal? 1, 2, 3, drum roll please. Ta-da! I know, oh my goodness, right? I'm actually super happy with the results. So this is it. Take a good look. Take a deep breath and take it all in. Maybe swirl it around in your mouth. I actually wanted to let 2 weeks pass by since the appointment with Sarah, just because I wanted all the swelling, all the filler to settle down and just show you the final complete results. And this is it. As you can see, the chin, first of all, is the thing that I love the most because it's a lot more wider, which is more masculine, and also it's more cut and sharp. I also love the jawline, which, hello, look at the sharpness and look at this side, which actually this was the weakest side for my jaw, and look at how sharp it is now. One thing is that I still have the nasojugal folds, as you can see right here, but Sarah didn't want to overfill me just in one session just because that would look unnatural, and you know, she's all for the natural look, which, you know, that is not my main priority right now, but this is why I chose Sarah, because I do want, after all, natural results, and she's the girl for you. You will not be looking cray-cray like I did before if you go to Sarah. So yeah, recommend her so much. So yeah, this is not the final look. I have to go in for a second session to really tweak all the tweakments and really make it snatched and perfect, but this is a very, very, very good result already. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. And once again, make sure to check out Dr. Sarah Tonks on Instagram and on YouTube because she is truly amazing again. So yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, consider subscribing to the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads because this, let me tell you, we're all about beauty, plastic surgery, skincare on this channel. So if this has a thing, make sure you join because we would love to have you here. You can also follow me on my Instagram and on my TikTok. But from around then, there's a lot more skincare, beauty, plastic surgery content that you won't see here that you're going to see over there. And if you further on want to deepen the bond that I feel between us two, make sure you follow me over there. But excuse me, ma'am, what do you think you're doing? You're not going to get this video. What you need to do is click whatever you see is here. Just informative, informational, whatever it is you. But why do that? Remember to random and always be random.